Hi everyone and welcome back to Evocative Scents. Today it is going to be an interesting video because I have made a list of 5 fragrances that will help you to smell unique in this festive season or special occasions. I have carefully selected these 5 fragrances that will not only be affordable but it will also help you to stand out from the crowd and get a lot of compliments. Now the list of 5 fragrances I have selected is in no particular order or ranking, and all of these fragrances are very different from each other in terms of smell. While most of these fragrances in this list are unisex in nature, few of these lean towards the masculine or feminine side. So there will definitely be some fragrances for all of you viewers out there that you would love to wear in this season. And if you loved this video, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Without any further delay, let's start the video. Starting from the 5th fragrance on this list, or should I say fragrances, since I have kept 2 fragrances on the 5th of this list. The first one being Naseem Summer 69. This one is very different from other fragrances on this list since it is aqua based instead of alcohol, and if your skin is sensitive to alcohol, then you can definitely give this fragrance a try. But I would always recommend you to use fragrances on clothes, as it would be safest possible way to use any perfume. Well, how does this smell exactly? I would say it opens up with very slight hint of citruses and little bit of green elements, which dissipates very quickly to give way to white floral accords and a prominent powdery facet. This fragrance will remind you of various moisturizing cream and is eerily similar to Kashmir Snow moisturizing cream. So if you have tried that one, you will instantly recognize this. And in the dry down, it has a faint musky smell. And since the white florals are a bit more prominent, especially the jasmine note, I would say this fragrance leans slightly more towards the feminine side. This perfume has good longevity but with mild projection. So if you love white florals and powdery fragrances, this one is definitely for you. This delicate clean floral fragrance will garner a lot of compliments for sure. Now let's quickly move on to the second 5th fragrance on this list. This fragrance is from Paris Corner and their Pendora scents lineup. It is called Noir D'Arabie. It is a dupe of Arabians Tonka from Montale. Now this fragrance comes at a very affordable price point, and it also has very good performance to go along with it. Now this fragrance is perfectly unisex, but I do feel that this fragrance will be liked by people who are 20 and up. Now this fragrance starts with a very strong burnt sugar accord. Along with that, it has got a saffron and a floral facet, and that floral facet is unmistakably rose, but the sugary and saffron notes are more dominant than rose note. There is also presence of earthy woody note, which gives a depth to the fragrance. I would say this is more of an evening fragrance rather than day fragrance. If you have a taste for sugary saffron based fragrance, definitely try this one out. Now the 4th fragrance on this list is a very underrated fragrance from Armaf. Now this fragrance was released in the earlier days of Armaf, when it was still gaining popularity. It is called Armaf Nice Oud from their Nice lineup, and despite the name, there is no oud here. So even if you dislike oud based fragrances, do not fear, this has got no oud in it. Instead, it is a very comforting and mass appealing fragrance. It has got me a lot of compliments, and it is a perfect comforting fragrance for cooler weather. This fragrance also reminds me of Grand Soir from MFK. It has a very beautiful, warm, spicy opening. It is backed by a beautiful amber note along with a little bit of vanilla, but the balsamic amber stands out in this perfume. For me, it is one of their best fragrances from Armaf. I feel that it has not yet received the attention it deserves. In fact, for me, it is worth keeping a backup for this bottle. It is that good. If you have never tried this fragrance, I would highly suggest you to try this. Now coming at number 3 on this list is another fragrance from Armaf. This is one of their newer releases from their Club de Nuit lineup. It's the Précieux one. This perfume takes inspiration from the very popular and very expensive Creed Aventus Absolute. It is a fantastic fragrance in terms of smell and is extremely versatile. You don't need a second thought to use this fragrance, but at the same time it is guaranteed to get compliments and attention. I have done a complete review of this fragrance, and if you are interested in this fragrance, definitely consider watching the full review. A beautiful fresh pineapple fragrance with touches of green and sweet elements like caramel. It is extremely well blended and lot smooth than previous iteration. Little spicy touches and woody nuances enhance this this fragrance very much. It is a very high quality fragrance, but its major downfall is its price, especially when it provides lesser quantity of juice at higher price. Still, I can't ignore the compliment factor of this fragrance. Had the price been a little lower, it would have been a phenomenal fragrance. If you love Creed Aventus DNA, definitely give this fragrance a try. And yes, it is a lot cheaper than the original Creed Aventus Absolute. And if you still want a sweet pineapple fragrance at even lower price, I have got you covered. It's the Bade Al Oud Honor and Glory from the Latafa. It is a pineapple fragrance, alright, but definitely not a clone of Creed Aventus. It is definitely one of the best releases from the Latafa. It smells like a sweet creamy pineapple cake with beautiful creamy vanilla and sandalwood at the base. Of all the Latafa Bade Al Oud lineup, this one is certainly my pick. It is more of a gourmand fragrance than the Club de Nuit Précieux. This is perfectly unisex and can be worn any time of the day, and it's sure to land you compliments. If you loved this video, do not forget to hit that like button. It's time for the final fragrance in this list. It is the Bombay Oud from the Ahmad Al Maghribi. This house has produced some absolute gems at excellent price points. I have done a complete review of this fragrance, and you can check that review anytime on this channel. This fragrance leans slightly more towards the masculine side. A beautiful smooth oud based fragrance with equally beautiful sandalwood note. The fragrance blend of Ahmad has been of very high quality. Adding to that, more often than not, their performance is on the stronger side. The only caveat being you should have a taste for Middle Eastern fragrances, and you can expect niche quality fragrances from them at a reasonable price point. Having said that, this is simply not a oud and sandalwood based fragrance. It is much more than that. Along with that, there is a beautiful incensey element with a soft leather background which feels like a suede, and the dry down is very musky. This fragrance is most mature compared to other fragrances on this list. This fragrance will be most suited to people aged 30 and above. This cologne is certainly not suited to hot weather conditions and is more appropriate for cooler climates. If you want some fragrances from this house which are easier to wear, and it's still oud based and still more versatile than Bombay Oud, then I would suggest you to try the Ahmad Al Maghribi Bin Sheikh, which has a sugary accord in it. Since I had included the Noir D'Arabie from Pendora scents, I decided to keep the Bombay Oud in this list. I hope this list helps you to find a suitable fragrance according to your choice. If you took anything value of this video, please hit that like button, as it helps with the YouTube algorithm and pushes this video to newer audiences. And if you love these kind of videos or any fragrance related content, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really means a lot to me. And while you are there, do not forget to hit that notification bell as well. If you have tried any of these fragrances, do let me know your thoughts about them in the comment section down below. And what perfumes you would have chosen for this festive season. I absolutely love the discussion going on. And if you are watching the video till now, a big thanks to all of you. So that's it for today's video, and I will meet you in the next video. Stay safe and as always, stay honest.